If I was to keep things short and simple, I could sum up the practical here in 2 words, and it would be absolutely phenomenal. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed myself. So now I've really enjoyed my time down here. It's been a really, really good experience. So my name's Nethan Lock. I've just done the gym instructor course. I live in Alicante, which is obviously on the other coast. So I finished my secondary education in June it was, and then I started this course not long after. So I started this course in about September, just after the summer holidays ended. So the reason I wanted to do a gym instructor course is because I'm very passionate about fitness. I enjoy going to the gym myself, so I go to the gym around 5 to 6 times a week with friends and my girlfriend typically. And it's just something I enjoy seeing people, achieve their goals, and I enjoy seeing them happy. I enjoy seeing them improve. And from a personal standpoint, I feel like if it was me and I was the one who was personally helping maybe an overweight client or a very skinny client, either lose weight or bulk up and try and look the way they want to look, that for me would be that would give me real joy and real excitement. Well, I'd originally looked at this course, so when I finished what was the Spanish equivalent of secondary school, when you get past year 11, I obviously then moved on to what is like post 16. So I moved on to that, and before I actually moved on to post 16 originally, so we're talking 2 years ago, I originally looked at perhaps exploring other avenues. I was passionate about fitness even back then 2 years ago. And this was a course that originally caught my eye. I saw the qualification that it offered. I saw, obviously for me, it was in my native language as well. And then it just looked exciting, when I saw there was multiple campuses across Europe, obviously. We got 2 in Spain, if I'm not mistaken, and 1 in Malta. I thought, oh, well, it's obviously a big company. They obviously really know what they're doing. When I obviously rang Toby, and I spoke to him on the phone a couple months ago. He was really nice, really helpful, really polite man, really went into detail about everything and how it was done. So yeah, I was just really happy straight from the beginning. It's one thing just going to the gym and lifting weights and saying to your friend, oh, so today we're going to do this or that, and this is how we're going to do it. But actually having to go into proper, correct professional detail and really explain everything, perfectly, it's obviously not the same. So I was just a bit cautious about that, but obviously with the help of Toby, Caroline and Mike, the other man on the course, I think I got through it very well. I think it helped me explain things properly, and I think in the future when I have to work with a client, thanks to them, I'll be able to explain things in correct detail and not make mistakes and give the best both of me and obviously help the client reach his goals. The online bit is obviously not as fun as when you come down here and do the practical, but obviously it has to get done. But no, there was no problems with it. Again, the coursework was explained in detail. Obviously, Toby, you've got the videos you can watch, and you ever got any doubts, you can message Toby or Caroline. So no, that was really good. As I said, the manual's very good. If you just pay attention to what's in it, you can really get all the information that you need, to then complete the coursework. Well, if I was to keep things short and simple, I could sum up the practical here in 2 words, and it would be absolutely phenomenal. It's been really good. I've really enjoyed myself. As I said, Caroline and Toby and Mike are really good people, really funny, really nice, but at the same time great teachers. They really know how to explain things to you. It's a real credit to especially Mike, who's been my main teacher whilst I've been down here. Absolutely phenomenal guy. Obviously you can't pick who's on the course, but the lads who are also on the course are really nice guys, have a lot to say for themselves, really top blokes. So no, I've really enjoyed my time down here. It's been a really, really good experience. Obviously around the apartment, living here, obviously together for 5 days, cooking and cleaning together and stuff like that. And no, it was really helpful. Again, after I did my theory exam the first time and it didn't go as well as I would have liked, I remembered a couple of the questions I'd done, and he said, okay, well, I'll help you get the answers for them and things like this, and he helped me with my studying, and he really pointed out key bits for me on the manual to go back and study. So no, it was really nice. Again, me and him are now friends and we'll stay in touch, no doubt. Again, it just so happens he only lives about an hour away from me. Well, I've grown both in a personal sense and a professional sense. Well, there's no doubt I've got some really good formation behind me now. We've worked really hard down here these days, and these last couple of days we've been down here in Estepona. And as we can say, the teachers have really, put us through a lot of intensive work, but it's definitely been worth it. And again, I say intensive, but it wasn't too much. It was a good level of intensity, and it allowed you to catch up if you fell a bit behind. And no, it was really helpful. So I personally would feel confident giving somebody proper, detailed, explained gym advice. And again, that's a massive thanks to the teachers down here. I didn't quite know what to expect from the course, but to be honest, I'm enjoying myself so much, I'd probably say, even though I had no expectations, it did definitely beat my expectations, because it's been really, really good. You know, the practical down here has been phenomenal. I'd recommend it to anybody. You know, you, as they say, you know, you pay for what you get. You know, if you pay for cheap crap, you get nonsense. You pay the money for something good, and you get really good, you know, advice. And the people here that are working, you know, they're professionals. They know what they're talking about. They know how to explain things. You know, if they explain something and you say, sorry, I didn't quite understand that, well, then they'll just explain it another way. And if you don't understand it again, well, they'll explain it another way. And that's absolutely brilliant. So of course it's been a good investment. I intend to use this qualification to move on to something bigger and better. So, you know, something like moving into personal training, something I really want to do. I really want to go and learn more about the nutritional side of sports. So yeah, this is, I say, the base. You know, this is a building block. And, you know, I want to build a whole house, as we could say. You know, I really want to kick on and do more things and get more knowledge under my belt, and really become the best possible version of myself.